Have you ever had one of your kids tell you, "Daddy, I'm scared. Can you leave a light on?" Well, that's the reality. The dark can be a scary thing, and bad things can happen in the dark. What do you say if all the fuel is gone, the batteries are dead, and your solar panels aren't working because of a winter storm or an EMP or worse? Today, I'm going to talk about the solution, and it's a simple solution. Just salt and water. No batteries, no charging, ever. The ion light. That's what we're going to talk about today. Hi, my name's Jeff, and if you're new to this channel, I talk about emergency preparedness and tips and tools for you and your family to keep you better prepared in the event of a disaster or any kind of emergency that requires you to have to leave a place of safety because it's no longer safe to get to another place that is safe. So without further ado, let's get to it, and let's talk about the ion light. All that is just salt and water. It creates a mixture, and that salt water is the catalyst working with these plates that creates the reaction and the energy to provide power when you need it. Picture this. Every light source you have in your emergency lights out kit fails. The batteries have died, you forgot to charge your devices, you forgot to charge your lights, your flashlights, your headlamps. The kerosene, well, you use that up. When the lights go out, you need to have light that's reliable and it's going to work all the time. That's where the ion light really shines, no pun intended. Any kind of salty solution will power this light, and we're going to put that to the test today. With one set of plates in this light, it'll power it for 200 hours. You can buy a replacement set of those plates that have an indefinite shelf life and never go bad for a little under $5. Do you know how many hours of lighting you get for about $5 in batteries? Somewhere between 70 to 80 hours of light. What do you do when smoke is in the air, the winter storm is pounding, an EMP attack has occurred and it's wiped out all electronics, and you need something to turn to? This light will work when all others fail. The manufacturer says that anything containing sodium will power this light. Soda, ramen water, electrolyte drinks, even your urine in a pinch can power this light. And it's really simple to be able to replace those plates. All you do is unscrew the top. They include a special tool with the light. You simply pop out these zinc plates and replace them with new ones. How long do you think those batteries are going to last on your shelf that you're storing up? 10 years? 5 years? Especially if they're subjected to cold weather. Batteries tend to die and wear out the longer they've been stored. Those zinc plates, you can put them in your emergency preparedness kit and they will last indefinitely. Stock up on a few of those. Heck, I would even get one of these lights for everybody in my household, and that's what I'm planning on doing. Now that I've given this a thorough test and I can stand behind it, I love having the opportunity to be able to try out problem-solving solutions, no pun intended. And then I love being able to share that with you, because if it's helpful to me, I know it's going to help you. Now, this isn't a replacement for every light, but this will sure get the job done when every other light fails. Now, like I said, I want to do some testing with this and show you exactly what it's capable of. All right. It's time for some Chemistry 101. I've got a few different things, common household items that you probably have in your house right now that we're going to try out and see if they'll really power this light. The first thing that I had in here that I showed you just a second ago is regular salt. But what I've got right here is just some ice melt. It's got sodium in it. We got a can of soda. That's also got sodium. And then I've got an electrolyte drink mix, and it's got sodium as well. So we're going to give all these a try and see if they really do power this little light. All right. I've taken this out, I've dried it off just to make sure that we're not cheating, and I've cleaned this out and dried it off, and it's completely empty. We're going to start off with the ice melt first, and about a teaspoon is what it says. I weighed it out earlier, and it was right about a teaspoon of what it takes in salt to go ahead and power this light. All right, we've got the ice melt in there. We're going to add a little bit of water, and it's got the little fill indicator right here on the outside. That little line, you want to go right up to the top of that, and not more, because these plates are going to take up some extra space. Simply put it in there, close it up, give it a good shake. You want to shake this solution up so that it creates that salinity in that water, that solution. Let's see. There you go. So we know that ice melt will work great. All right, the next one we're going to try is we're going to try the soda. Let's see if that works. Same thing, I've cleaned off the plates, they're dry. I've emptied this out, it's dry, so no cheating. We'll crack open a can of soda and see what happens. So we've got our fill line there. I might have to. All right. Okay, let's see how this works. Ooh, the suds make it a little messier, but not to worry. Okay, well, I guess we don't have to shake that one up because that one's already mixed. Let's see what it does. It's powering the light. It's not as bright, but it is giving light. So it does work. Let's see if it takes a little longer. I can hear it bubbling around in there. It is providing some light, not quite as bright, but it does work. All right, same thing. I've cleaned them off. I rinsed them off because I want to get the soda pop off of there. Emptied this out, rinsed it out. It's dry. So we're going to try the electrolyte drink now and see how that works. There we go. I'm going to use the rest of the water we have here. Dump it in there. We'll shake that up. Give it a try. I want to make sure this is all mixed up really well. That way hopefully we get a good even distribution. You could probably make it even more concentrated, I would imagine. If you wanted to put that whole electrolyte drink in, say, about the amount of water, you could probably just dump it right in there. That probably would have been a better idea. Then I'm going to drink it. Anyhow, we're going to give this a shot. So, again, here we've got our fill line right there. I can see where it's at. I'm going to dump this in there. Might have worked better if we had it super concentrated. We'll give this a shot and see what happens. All right, we'll put this in. Give it a shake. Make sure it's still mixed up well. Let's see what happens. Oh, that one actually works a lot better than the soda. So obviously the really high sodium concentrate of the ice melt in there, a whole teaspoon of that inside the light, worked really good. So the higher the sodium concentrate, the brighter the light gets. The soda did work, not quite as well, just not a high enough sodium concentrate, but makes sense. And then the electrolyte drink, obviously you can see I only poured a half to a third of what that was. So if I had done the whole concentrate mix in here, it probably would have been a lot brighter. Now, obviously I've got some lighting on for doing the video content. We're gonna do some tests in the dark and I'll show you how bright this actually is. Oh yeah, one more thing. If you live near the ocean or you're a boater or saltwater, this would be a great light to have as an emergency light on your boat, because not only does it have a little hook that you can hook it up and use as a lantern, but you've got a plentiful source of fuel for this light with all that salt water around you, all that high concentration of sodium. I mean, you know how it tastes when you get it in your mouth. Put it in this light, it's going to provide light for you. Now I just turned off the lights. Obviously it's not completely dark in here, but I wanted to show you before I emptied it out, I put the other salt solution back in it and tested it in the dark to show you exactly how bright it gets. This is with that electrolyte drink, how much light it provides. That's pretty bright. That's a great little light, and this would work great for a night light. And you don't have to worry about a fire hazard of trying to have a candle or a lantern in your daughter's or son's room when they're scared in the dark. You don't have to worry about leaving a candle burning all night long. If it's a hand crank light, you're not going to have to sit there and crank it every 15 minutes just to get light back on. I've seen tests with this where it's well over 24 hours and it's still providing light. This light will even work if the contents of it are frozen and it's a solid block of ice. So that way, if you're in sub-freezing temperatures, you're camping, the winter storm is hit, the power's out, the heat's off, it's so cold in your house that things are freezing, this little light is still going to work. All right, the lighting is a little harsh. There's a little bit of an echo, and that's because I'm in an interior bathroom that has no windows. Because I want to show you what it's like when this is completely dark. Now I still have the electrolyte drink in there. I haven't changed it out because I wanted to see how that is compared to the others that we tested. Now I'm going to shut off the lights while I'm recording, and then we'll hit that button and see what it does. Okay, that's a pretty bright light. So that's with the electrolyte drink. You can see it does a great job lighting up the area. It's a very nice white light, if you will, and I do like how it is. So now we're going to dump this out. We're going to try the soda and see how bright that is. Now with the electrolyte drink dumped out, I'm going to go ahead and give it a try with the soda again. Don't quite have enough to fill it up to the line. Probably shouldn't have drank any earlier. We'll see how that does. I know it was already a little bit weaker, but I still want to see what it looks like in the dark. Okay, I'll shake that up. All right, gonna hit the lights. We'll see how bright it is. Ooh, not enough soda in there. Oh, there we go. It's a very subtle little light. I think if I had it filled up more to the level, it would probably be, because if the electrolytes definitely doesn't provide as much light, but it does provide light with the soda. I think with more soda in there up to the line, it would work a little bit better. Now that I got that soda dumped out and rinsed out and rinsed off the plates, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm going to add that teaspoon of the ice melt, mix it up with some water, go up to the fill line, just like that. I'm going to put that light back on Screw it down. We're going to give it a shot. Shake it up. Get it all mixed up. Get that salt really dissolved in there. So I think the saltier the water, the better. We'll hit the lights and see what it does. Oh yeah, now that is a bright light. I like that. You can see through the whole backlit. This gives a much better area lighting. That is a bright light. The saltier the water, the better, but you get the point. Find it interesting that we're called to be salt and light to the earth. And it's interesting that that salty solution, salt is the catalyst to providing the energy to be the light. Just something to ponder. Anyhow, this little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Oh yeah, if you're interested in this light, I'll put a link down below. Until next time, keep practicing, keep prepping, and stay safe. American Thrivalist out.